end of January and I'm going to plant a few of my first seeds today. The last frost date here in my town is around March 1st to 10th, so it's actually kind of late for some of these seeds. I'm sure it'll be fine either way, but I figured I'd get them a good start. Today I'm starting 4 different flowers and a few veg. I've got some foxgloves, I have some violas, the same ones I grew last year. They grew really well, really love them, the back to black. They're gorgeous, very black velvety petals, absolutely stunning. Hoping that they perform well this year too. I've got some sapoglossus, which are really quite neat, also black. Have never grown sapoglossus, don't know if I've ever seen it, but I'm excited to see what it looks like. Also got some perennial sunflowers. So I'm going to plant these on the other side of the fence, street facing, and hopefully people won't steal them. They've stolen them in the past, and it's not great. But it's so much sun on that side. It's south facing, beautiful sunshine. So I think they'll be happy there. And if they're big, I feel like maybe people won't steal them. We'll see. Put up signs. I've also got a few veg. I've got black tomatoes, Black Beauty. Really excited about that. As well as Chocolate Beauty, which is basically a black bell pepper. Working towards an entirely goth salad. And then I've also got some chives. So what I grew in my tall black urn last year, it was dill, and I tried to plant some chives around the side and it didn't work very well. So I would like it just to be full of chives. Alright, getting started on this. I've already pre-moistened some just regular seed starting mix. Oof. Foxgloves that I tried to plant last year did not work out. I tried so many different times and I think I just had bad seeds. They did not want to sprout for me. Not even a sprout, not on one of them. I did buy an established Dalmatian foxglove and that did well, and I managed to get a lot of seeds from that, and I've scattered them. Hopefully that will result in some this year, but I'm going to start some of the Camelot mix from Johnny's seeds and see if I can get those to sprout too. We've got, so despite being south facing, we have a fence which blocks out a lot of the light as well as several trees. We have 3 trees on our tiny little property. So I feel like foxgloves enjoy the shade, so I think that that might work out for them. Boy, do we have a lot of shade. Kind of makes it hard to grow veggies, but there's a few little pockets of sunshine. No full day sun anywhere, but we still managed to get a ton of tomatoes despite having so much shade last year. Got 2 starts from the hardware store, and one was Tiny Gem or something like that. It was just a cherry tomato. It was delicious. And then we also got Homegirl Slicer tomato, and we just got so many of those. Didn't get any until late August, but once they started, we got so many. Actually ate the last one was still around at Christmas time, which was just insane. But made salsa for the very first time, made tomato soup from actual tomatoes for the very first time. That was pretty cool. Things I'd never done before. Also never cooked eggplant before, and we got so many eggplants off of our little hardware store one. They grew much smaller. They were only like that big on the biggest ones, but they were delicious and tender, and now it turns out I like eggplant, so it's fun. Okay, what do I have here? For some reason I still cannot grow root veg. I got lots of beautiful foliage from the bull's blood beets, but that's all I got. No roots. Got like some little turnip roots and some little radish roots. I don't think I like radish. Would have been something to know earlier, but their seeds are so tiny. I'm just going to plant 2 seeds in each cell here, just so that at least something comes up. They're coated, which is nice. Yeah, can't grow beets. Grew tiny, tiny turnips. Oh well. I'm gonna move the beets to a different spot this year. Keep that one basket just for greens. Got the arugula still going for some reason. Not well at this point in the year, but it's still going. And then I'm going to plant some more lettuce in that box. I only really got one buttercrunch lettuce last year. And for some reason, I think it was kind of bolting, but also the way I was harvesting the leaves, it grew really tall. Like 3-4 feet tall, just up, with leaves coming out the stalk. I mean, it's not how it's supposed to grow, but it was delicious, and I still got lots of leaves from it, so, or lots of salads. My violas, I know these have to be planted quite deep. And then they were so slow to grow last year, but once I got them, they were pretty amazing. What else did I grow last year? Pole beans, purple peacock pole beans. They're very tasty. Well, they're very pretty. They're like these dark purple pole beans, and the leaves are mottled green and purple. Very, very pretty. But I actually don't really like pole beans in general. So I'll grow them again because they're pretty, and I'll find new ways to cook them. I pickled some, but I pretty much just eat pickled beans in Caesars as a garnish. It's not like something I enjoy snacking on. So I gotta remember where everything is planted. Okay, sapoglossus. How much do they have these? No deep. An eighth of an inch. Okay. So this year, last year I did not get quite the black garden I was hoping on. The same company that I got the foxgloves from, I got the pincushion flower and cornflowers from. Did not have much success from this company, so I'm just not going to order from them again. These are tiny. This year I did just fall sowing. I scattered them around in the fall, because I figure if they are annuals that like to reseed themselves, then that's their ideal way to grow. So what I'm going for is kind of a wildflower look. So a border of pansies and the penny black, which also grew great last year, and then a row of the bull's blood, because the foliage is just absolutely stunning. And if I get beets, I get beets. That's great. And then just kind of wildflowery look behind it with the cornflowers, bachelor buttons. So cornflowers are bachelor buttons. The pincushion flower. I've got some black poppies. The hollyhocks in the back corner are still alive. I know they're a second-year bloomer, so maybe they'll actually sprout this year. I've got some black lilies, which did actually come up last year, which are gorgeous, right around my birthday. It's late July. And then I planted a cranesbill, raven cranesbill. So that should come up, that should flower this year. I planted it kind of late to flower last year. I've completely lost my spot. But, yeah, if I can get some of these to actually go, that would be great. I did some moving. I had very lovely, but not really, not in the location I wanted it. I had a very big rock rose. It was massive, and it just wasn't doing, I didn't want it where it was, as well as St. John's wort. I had a St. John's wort, as well as a flower I can't remember the name of. Anyways, I moved them. They're happier. They're perfectly happy where they are now. I hope they'll come back. Yeah, they just weren't doing it where they were. I took out the rock rose entirely because I just needed the space. Okay, sunflowers. gather some vermiculite across the top. Plant some more maybe in a couple weeks. Get some February stuff going. And I've heard that the vermiculite will stop algae from growing on top, which I did have a problem with last year. Maybe that's kind of too much. I don't know. Never done it before, but looks reasonable, right? Alright, that's everything from me for today. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming back. I will be more diligent about posting updates and videos and progress this year. Hopefully. Barring, given that the whole world is on fire or drowning or just generally crisis. Hopefully this year I can at least get some lovely flowers and veg growing. And I'll see you next time. Bye.